You've probably never seen a guy like this before. While most people in the jungle are struggling just to survive, this man has already made thousands of bricks. With nothing but his bare hands, he built a furnace and baked those bricks into solid red ones, then used them to raise an impressive brick house. After that, he crafted his own fishing rod, and even went into the jungle to catch big frogs for food. His life quickly turned completely self-sufficient, and honestly, it looked like he was enjoying it. Defa had already made thousands of raw mud bricks earlier, but at that time, they were still fragile. To harden them, he needed to fire them at high temperatures. So, he built a kiln on one side just for baking the bricks. But by the time the kiln was ready, darkness had already fallen. He quickly went into the forest, gathered a huge pile of dry leaves, and spread them inside the kiln so the ground would soften. On top, he laid down a mattress so he could actually sleep inside it. Then he tossed 2 sweet potatoes into the fire for dinner. While they were cooking, Defa jumped into the nearby pond to wash off all the dirt and sweat. By the time he came back, the hot sweet potatoes were ready. One bite and the day's exhaustion disappeared instantly. He lay down inside the kiln on his makeshift bed and fell into a deep, peaceful sleep. The next morning, he got up and carried all the unfired bricks into the kiln, lining them carefully along the walls. The kiln was pretty big. He could load over 100 bricks at once. He filled the empty gaps with dry wood. Once it was full, he sealed the kiln's entrance with bricks, leaving only 2 small holes, one at the bottom to light the fire and one at the top for adding wood. When the flames roared inside, he sealed the top hole as well so no heat would escape. But to really keep the fire blazing, he needed something better. So Defa decided to build his own air blower. He joined 2 wooden planks into a 50-centimeter wide plate, built a circular frame from wooden sticks and rope, then carved out 2 pistol-shaped handles. Using a chisel and hammer, he drilled holes in a rotor, slid wooden rods through them, and fixed small slats on top, creating a wooden fan. He placed the fan between the 2 planks, added bamboo tubes for airflow, and sealed all gaps with mud so no air leaked out. He tightened the ends with wooden pegs and added a handle. Just like that, his homemade blower was ready. Defa placed the blower at the bottom hole of the kiln and began turning the handle. With every push of air, the fire burned hotter and hotter and the kiln's temperature shot up quickly. It takes a full week for bricks to fire properly, but Defa didn't just sit around feeding the flames. He kept building. First, he used stone and clay to make a staircase at the gate of his house, so moving in and out would be easier. Then he remembered. He'd need roof tiles too. So he grabbed a half-cut tree stump, carved a flat tabletop out of it, added legs, and created a smooth working surface. On top of that, he marked out tile shapes and carved 1 centimeter deep channels, smoothing them later with sand to get a fine finish.